All right, our bus is going to get 2 Tesla batteries, and it's going to be a 48-volt setup. So technically it's a 44-volt setup because it's a 12S BMS. These are 6 cells in series. We got 2 of them, so there's 6 cells in series, 6 cells in series here. So what we're going to do is just combine these two and make it 12 in series. But the first thing we got to do is balance these. They're pretty close already. I think they were charged full in parallel in a 24-volt configuration as it is. So I think they're pretty well balanced, but I am going to stick them in parallel for a couple hours here before I put them together. It's only like 0.01 volts off on the high end. I think they're 24 volts. Let me see. I'll show you here so you see what we're dealing with. So get our meter on, stick it in there. We got 24.23 and the other one is 24.24. So that's where we're at with the battery. We're just gonna show you how we're gonna do this real quick. I'll just put it down and come back. All right, here we are. Don't judge me at this point. I've not determined which is negative and positive on these Tesla batteries, but we'll get there when I get there. Paralleled, negative, negative, positive, positive, or whatever they are. And we're just gonna let it be for a couple hours. I'm not sure I even have to do it as close as they were, but a little more peace of mind, I guess. So the next step is just going to be tying in this to the individual cells. Okay, so the first thing we did is took it out of its shell, and be very careful taking these things out of their shells. These are all the bus bars. Dropping a metal tool on here, sitting it on some metal. No bueno. So just be careful, please. Now, here's our cell taps. You can see they're labeled here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I just got to figure out which cell is which. Probably 0 is negative. All right, we got it all wired in. Quite a process. I tried to just solder to the terminals we had here, but they have this dipped and coated in an epoxy and didn't work well. So we're just tapped right into the cells, and we're just kind of jimmy rigged in for now. I'm gonna just we got first and foremost, main positive, all the 6 cells, and then the negative here will series connect to the positive here, and then we have our main negative. So main negative, main positive, all of these in series makes it a 48 volt or technically a 44 volt system. So we're just going to connect it, look at our Bluetooth, and see where everything's at, if I have it all connected right. We're missing one connection out of the middle of this. I think it's just basically this connection here, which connects to this connection here. So I have this. I'm having a hard time wrapping my mind around that part of it right now, but we're just going to connect it and see if it's all done right. All right, so when I connect, because I don't have this one tapped into the lead for this, and it's based off of this connection. As soon as I touch it, watch what happens. So if I were to bring this line into my lead, it wouldn't be dependent on this, which this wire goes to here and connects to this. So I might bring this lead over and try to tie it in with, I do believe it's this, the main positive off of this one, which is the blue one down here. So I may try to bring them together to this lead that goes to the BMS so that it isn't dependent on that. But I don't think it's the end of the world at this point. It works. I got it all wired in. All right, we got our charger set about as high as this thing will go. And we're just gonna pop it on a charger and leave it. I won't be able to really get back to this till for a while, so I'm just going to leave it charging and balancing everything off up on that top end. And then we may even try to drain it with our itty bitty little kilowatt hour meter and see what these things have in them realistically, just for kicks. All right, so we tied in this this balance with the wire that goes down to the this connection here. So it's this piece right here down on this bottom module, and we had to tie them together. And the screenshot difference, you'll see I put it on a charger, and you could see the BMS was reading just an odd voltage difference between the cells because of that wiring voltage sag and stuff, because those weren't tied together real closely. So I wanted to just put that on there, so for some reason the BMS wouldn't go haywire and throw these cells off balance for some odd reason or something. So we tied in there, put a little piece of tape around that, and we should be good to go. I'm going to leave this charging it up to the top end of it a little bit higher, and just kind of let them balance off for a while.